Hello, everyone. It's me, your friend Obsidian Black, aka the Chanting Empress. But most importantly, the Creator's Witness. Big up your blood clot selves and on this blood cleating. Very rarely do I let you guys see me like as I bring a tray outside and it's full of things. Okay, Ross Cleating, full of things. So what I do is usually before I start to do the divination, I take them all out of the box and, set the tray on top of my lap so that we can commune. But today, as I was coming outside, I wanted to talk about something. And I think it's funny. First of all, I'm not mad at nobody. My love creator. So that allows me to not be upset with anyone. First of all, I don't take anything personal and I could care less what happens to anyone. But creator gave me a job to do, so I'm going to do it. Okay? I'm obedient. Blood pleasing. So some all eviset, mumpy. The type of person that you see using the electrical cart at Walmart, okay, was in my comment section. Talking about why am I so angry and blah. You don't have to come and watch me. I don't know how many times I have to repeat this, but I do like reading people. Blood clot, yeah. And when I say read, I mean tell you about your blood clot as well. Bumboclawt. So look here, I went to your blood clot page. You don't have no energy when you talk. You're a walking dead off person. Ugly, unattractive. With your ugly, slappy front chest areas. All in the camera section. Blood clot, yeah. Are you not attractive? Blood clot, yeah. And when you talk, they can't even hear you. Because the words that are coming out of one's mouth doesn't matter. You are someone who is posing as something you are not. You were not designed to be heard. That's why they can't hear you. You were not designed to be seen. That's why you're not easy on the eyes. Blood clot, yeah. And you are not, and nobody is in your comment section. And nobody no care about you. But yet you're in my comment section with something to say. Why is that? Because you have a desire to be heard by someone and you were heard today. Mumpy. Look up what a mumpy is. You can Google that. I believe. Let's see if you can Google it. Because I am a Jamaican. Mumpy. Blood clot, yeah. Bumboclawt! Mumpy! Mumpy can refer to the title of a 1993 song by a Jamaican-American artist named Shaggy and a 2024 single by Trinidad Buller and Chow Monk, both available on streaming services like Spotify and Apple Music. It is also a term from Jamaican English meaning grossly overweight or obese. Mumpy! Blood clot, yeah. You see? Mumpy can refer to the title of a 1993 song by the Jamaican-American artist Shaggy and a 2024 single by Trinidad Buller and Chow Monk, both available for streaming or whatever it says there on Spotify and Apple Music. It is also a term from Jamaican English meaning grossly overweight or obese. Even your blood clot face, Mumpy art. Why not big old blood clot face, big old blood clot upper body, and big old blood clot mouth? And if we were to meet in person, you wouldn't stand a chance against me. Blood clot, yeah? If we were to have a verbal exchange of words, you couldn't hold a candle because I know more about you than you will ever know about me because you're confusing passion and anger, which means that you're already a distorted individual. Because you're confusing passion for creator, passion about getting my message across, passion about those who were sent here by creator to watch me. I want them to feel the passion. I want them to feel the energy. coming from me, because that energy is a telepathic communication that if you're not getting it right, that means your whole life is distorted. Down to what you see when you look in the mirror, that is distorted too, because the lens that you're looking through is cloudy, distorted, disheveled, and unfocused. Blood crazy. And that's a problem. That's why you have problems in life. That's why you walk around feeling dissatisfied and unhappy. That's why you're trying to be heard all over people's blood clot comment section. When if you were designed to be heard, Creator would provide you with a platform to be heard upon. One of your posts says something about a mic. You have no mic. You don't need no mic. You were not designed to be heard. Blood cleasy. And that goes for any y'all in a blood clot, because she's not the only underperforming reader that has come into my section. She is not the only underperforming, not really receiving messages from Creator, but for them own blood clot self. Them receive messages from them own self. Distorted messages. Messages that are unclear because their perspective doesn't even understand what passion is. Make myself clear. I am not somebody you want to come towards or run off your blood clot mouth. Okay? Because I don't have compassion for idiots. Blood clot, yeah? I don't have compassion for slow people. Blood clot, yeah? I am designed to be there for my soul family, the ones that the Creator assigned to me. And to be honest, you ain't it. Blood clot. So you can just bum flick up out of your song. You can just go find something safe for do. You can just click out of my video. Bumboclawt, yeah? Click out. Because I didn't call for you. I didn't invite you. You brought yourself and now you're getting the door. Blood clot, it's a privilege to be around here. But wait, that's not all. Let's wrap up this, yeah? Because I gave you. However, there's more of you to come who will need to see this video, and it will resonate with them as well. Your things are not growing because what doesn't grow is dead. Okay? Turn off your camera and shut up your mouth. Blood clot, yeah. You were not meant to be doing what you're doing. That's number one. And number two, anyone coming towards me in order to harm me, meaning with ill intention, anyone coming towards me, utilizing any method of transportation, walk, ride bike, drive in car, come to my page, type in my comment section. Anyone coming towards me with ill intention will see Creator. But let's take it a step further. Blood clotting. This is my pendulum. You know how it works. I have a key ring here. All right. I'm just going to let it hang off of my finger so you can see. Great Creator, Supreme Creator, my Creator. Backwards and forwards means yes. You see? And side to side means no. All right? Backwards and forwards means yes. And side to side means no. Great Creator. Yes. See that? Question. Will you be going to visit anyone coming towards me in order to harm me? Creator says, yes. Blood clot, yeah? Creator says yes. He will. For some of you, I never have to come near you in order for you to get touched. Blood clot, yeah? Creator has designed me for people to come towards me and want to harm me so that he can touch them. It's a test. You see? So if you choke on your dinner, you trip and fall whilst leaving the house, you fall in your bathtub, you cut yourself while cooking, you get slapped in the mouth by a random person in the street, someone cuts you off while you're driving and says, F you. Any situation that happens to you that is verbally abusive or any type of abusive, know that that is my Creator handling you. So what good? May this public service announcement be heard by all of the ears that want to come towards me and bring any type of confusion or ill intent towards me when I'm not bothering anyone. I'm turning on the record button on my iPad and expressing myself, utilizing my method of artistry, which is divination. It's what I was born to do. It's my birthright. And if anyone has anything to say about it, go suck your mother. Blood clots, yeah? From the front to the back. Because this is mine. And if you don't like it, leave. I'm not here to make you happy or to be likable. I'm here to execute a task. And Creator rewards me for that. And I like to chat shit. I do. And I like to cuss blood clot people. I do. I'm a warmonger. Blood clot, yeah? I'm a warmonger. I like war. I'm built for war. Blood clot, yeah? I used to, back in the day, be on the Nas BBS website. Sony Music Group had a message boards that you could just get on. I'm sure back when the internet was still in its young stages. Yeah. Sony Music Group had a message board, and I used to be on Nas's. And there was great war between those who loved Jay-Z because the board was popping during the Ether versus Takeover season when Nas and Jay-Z was going at it. But Nas said, I, with your soul like ether. Yeah, he said, I will not lose. He said, yeah, what's up? I know you ain't talking about me, dog. You? What? Man, what did he say? You been a fan. You been on my, nigga, you love my style. Yeah, so get out of my comments section. Because if you didn't like what I brought to the table, you wouldn't bumboclawt be here. I'm built for war. I love war. Yeah, when I was on that board, I used to cuss out people. Blood clot, yeah, I feel like that was Creator training me to be a wordsmith and curse people out via text message. On that board, we used to go back and forth at it. I used to be cursing out strangers I didn't even know based on their internet personality. Blood clot, yeah, and it was just the words that I saw them type, because on the message board, you had your photo, and you had, actually, there was no photo. There was no photo. It was your name, Blood clot, with a dot next to it, bumboclawt. But you could post a picture of yourself, Blood clot. You could, yeah. So long story, blood clot short, bumboclawt. People used to go in on me on there, and I would go back in on them. And I was trained to argue with people on the internet. If being trained to argue with people on the internet was a skill that you could get a degree for, I have my everything degree on that. But it doesn't just stop there. I worked at a company called CPS Auto Finance, and they gave secondary loans. They were a subprime lender, which means they gave loans to people who they knew wasn't going to pay their car note. Blood clots, yeah? That's what they did. They gave loans to the dirtiest, most scammingest people. And you had to get on the phone. You had to these were people who don't answer bill collectors' phone calls. Blood clots, yeah? So you have to find creative ways to gaslight them into calling back the company and making their car note payment. Blood clots, yeah, I worked there for 5 years. I got promoted from being a regular collector for 30 days behind to being a repo collector, okay? In 1 month of being at that blood clot job. Bumboclawt, because I have the gift of blood clot, Gab. You can't go to war with blood clot me, because I will tell you how your crotch's blood clot stink. You want to talk about bumboclawt angry? Never angry. I'm just blessed. I'm a wordsmith. Creator gave me the words to tell people about them blood clots, and I enjoy doing it. Blood clots, yeah, can you imagine? A world where you get paid by Creator to tell people about them blood clots, yeah? That's the biggest gift the Creator could have ever gave me, because I love telling people about them blood clots, yeah? It's one of my favorite. I go to the store. Blood clotty, just the other day, I'm ranting, but I'm enjoying this time we have together, because my soul family is the same way. We cuss out blood clot people on the blood clot roadside. We're all the same. The Creator designed us to cuss out blood clot people. When I say you're a walking messenger, you also cuss out blood clot people. Off the road, when them a run off their mouth. The other day I was at Aldi's, and there was a second lane and the first lane, and they have the self-pay section. The first lane, the line was very short, but I didn't notice that people were in lane aisle number 2 lined up. I didn't see no line. So this woman says the line starts over here. And I said, well, are you guys in line for the self-pay section, or are you guys in line for the cash pay guy, even though they take credit cards? I mean, I know, right? She said, oh, well, I guess that's cash pay, but I'm in line over here. I said, well, then you don't know where I was walking. So it's best if you just shut your mouth, because it's not like I got in front of you. Yes, she was allowed to speak up for herself, but I'm allowed to check her if I feel like it. Because ain't no telling how many times she opened up her blood clot mouth when she wasn't supposed to, and today was Judgment Blood Clot Day. Creator put the two of us at the supermarket at the same time so we could both run off our blood clot mouth and see who wins. Maybe he sent her to challenge me. Blood clots, yeah? Maybe he wanted to see what I was about. Maybe this was Floyd Mayweather versus whoever. Tyson versus Holyfield, whatever you want to define it as. Creator set up this great blood clot meeting in the street, them at the Aldi supermarket by the checkout line. So then she said, you gonna skip all of us? I said, I'm gonna do whatever I damn well please. Bumboclawt, who gonna stop me? Who gonna stop me if I skip y'all? Who gonna do it? Which one of y'all is gonna? I said, I'm gonna do whatever I want. Now, I wasn't really trying to go through none of this. I didn't mean to skip them. I just didn't see them. But since she want to run off our mouth. So she goes walking. I said, while you're running your mouth, number 5 self-checkout is available. Blood crazy. So she starts to walking over there. Then she pauses where I'm standing. She tries to get in my face. She said, what you gonna do? I said, lane 5 is there. Lane 5. You know what else has 5 on it? My hand. And you can get this 5-finger blood clot box across your face. Lane 5. Lane 5. She walked over to lane 5. And Creator designed the moment from... It was beautiful because I just went ahead and rang up my stuff at the line, the cashier line. Not the self-paid. I mean, the cashier, there was one. I was right there. And when she was cussing me, he was like, lady, stop it. Shut up your blood clot. Yeah, ring up my tanks. Because me run blood clot things run, yes, sir. So I'm shut up in blood clot and him start pink, pink, across the thing. Boop, boop, boop. She was having an issue by the self-pay thing where her card wasn't working. Lo and behold, Creator decided to embarrass you and make me end up in front of you. Going out the blood clot door. We go out the door and she's quiet as a blood clot mouse. Because I guess the 5-finger box and lane 5 didn't really sit well with her. She thought she was a bad gal, but she met her match today. Because sometimes it's best for you to just shut your mouth. Because you don't know who you're dealing with. Sometimes... Let me tell you something about me. Creator designed me not to lose. And I'm going to win just like my soul family by any means, blood clot necessary. By any means. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And if you come to my channel and you don't like that I talk in the beginning, kiss me ass. And kiss me ass. Because everything matters. Everything matters. And if you don't understand my language, you are not meant to be here. Because you could go around a Japanese person and never speak a lick of Japanese in your life. You could be from blood clot, Colombia, and go be around Japanese people and they're talking Japanese. But if you're meant to understand what they're talking about, you will. Because that's how the Creator works. He's a telepathic connection that speaks to you in your mind. We've been talking about this a lot lately. And he will give you the information. Some of you are ignoring it when he's telling you not to open your mouth. So don't come around here so to me page and run off your mouth. You know, I'm built to win argument. That's one of the reasons why myself and my soul family, our peoples, don't like to argue with us. They'd rather ghost us and ignore us because they know that when they approach us, ready to have said conversation, we're going to give them the business blood clot straight. We're a bunch of people here in this soul family who talk their blood clot things and give up the business blood clot plain and straight. We're not liars. We're not liars so much so to where we'll tell you the truth and hurt your feelings. Because the truth is an offense and not a blood clot sin. Creator says, clarity. That's the truth. Creator says, you are the truth. Thank you, Creator. I'm only the truth because you give me the truth to speak. Let's be clear. Okay, he says, yes. I'm only the truth because Creator gives me the truth to speak because the Creator controls our mouth. Okay, so if the Creator, my Creator, doesn't want me to say something, I won't. Creator says, he always ensures that we're clean. That's why I wear a white shirt every day. Okay, for purity. I'm not dirty. I'm clean. My hands are clean. I'm not guilty of doing anything. I got my ass whooped for whatever it is the Creator wanted me to get my ass whooped for, and now we've moved on. I'm clean. I don't feel guilty about nothing. Thank you, Creator. Creator says, clean slate for all who follow Creator on the positive path. Creator says, home is near. Creator says, pharmacy. Creator says, you are going to be right in the cemetery. So if your enemy is taking pills, your enemy is going to the cemetery. If you are an enemy, or you have created an enemy for yourself, and you take pills, be careful. Those pills may help you get to the cemetery faster. Creator says, ambulance hospital, funeral, cemetery. Your family's going to cry because your body has no life. So you guys make sure you don't go towards anybody with any ill intent, especially if you're on medication. If you're on medication, be careful. Creator says, the clinic and the doctor and the pharmacy, they're getting finances off of your prescription. Blood clot, yeah. And it's going to kill you. So for some of you, your prescriptions is going to kill you. Be careful. Especially, it's ones mostly for the brain, for the mind. The ones for private parts or erectile dysfunction. Blood clot, yeah. The ones for like body aches and pains. And ones for breast. Oh, for some of you, it's the medicine that you're taking for your heart. Okay. Creator says there's going to be a increase in overdoses. Blood clot! There's going to be an increase in overdoses. Right. So, people who are on medication, be careful. Right now, karma is coming down with overdoses, by way of overdose. So be careful with your medication. If Creator protects you, nothing will happen to you. Okay? Nothing will happen to you. He will ensure that it does what it needs to do. And if something does happen to you, it means you were not protected. No. All right. Bam. Do you want to read from any place else? No. This reading is over. Blood clot, yeah. Well, that was quick. Except for the ramblings of me. And my shit talk. Love you all. Let's wave goodbye, Creator. Have a great day. Happy Monday. Bumboclawt.